What if I told you that your greatest battle isn't with the world, but with your own mind? Every single day, a war is waged for your attention. Every notification, every breaking news alert, every endless scroll is a carefully engineered weapon designed to hijack your most valuable resource, your focus. You start the day with a clear goal, a desire to create, to learn, to build. But by the end of it, you feel scattered, drained, and disappointed, wondering where the hours went. You feel a gap between the person you want to be, disciplined, focused, present, and the person you were today. It's a quiet frustration that many of us feel but rarely speak about. But what if the solution wasn't a new app, a new productivity hack, or a more complicated system? What if the answer was found 2,000 years ago, carved into the journals of a Roman emperor and the letters of a wise statesman? The Stoics were not just philosophers, they were masters of the human mind. They understood that self-discipline isn't about punishment or restriction, it's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the tyranny of your own impulses and the chaos of the outside world. Today, we are going to unpack their secrets. We will explore 8 timeless Stoic rules that serve as a blueprint for building unbreakable self-discipline and a laser-like focus in the modern age. This isn't just theory. This is a practical guide to reclaiming your mind. Let's begin with the cornerstone of all Stoic practice, the foundation upon which all discipline is built. Rule number 1, focus only on what you can control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, a man who was born a slave and rose to become one of the most respected teachers in the Roman Empire, said it best. Some things are in our control and others not. This simple idea, known as the dichotomy of control, is arguably the most powerful mental tool ever conceived. Think about the things that cause you stress, anxiety, and distraction. The traffic on your way to work, what other people think of you, the economy, the weather, the past, the future. According to the Stoics, all of these lie outside your control. Wasting a single ounce of mental energy on them is not just unproductive, it's a recipe for misery and a direct assault on your focus. Your discipline erodes when your attention is fixed on things you cannot change. The actionable step here is a practice called the circle of control. Imagine 2 circles, one inside the other. In the outer circle, write down all the things you worry about but cannot directly influence. In the inner circle, write down what you can control: your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your responses, the effort you put in. Your mission is to relentlessly pull your attention back into that inner circle. When you're stuck in traffic, you can't control the cars ahead, but you can control your breathing, the podcast you listen to, and your reaction of patience instead of rage. This isn't passive acceptance, it's a radical act of focusing your power where it actually matters. Rule number 2, practice negative visualization. This might sound counterintuitive. Why would we want to imagine things going wrong? The Stoics, particularly Seneca, believed that much of our anxiety comes from a fear of the unknown and an attachment to our current comforts. We are terrified of losing our job, our health, or our loved ones. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is the act of periodically and calmly imagining these losses. You might spend a few minutes in the morning thinking, what if I lost my job today? How would I respond? What skills do I have? What if I became ill? What inner resources could I draw upon? The purpose isn't to dwell in fear, but to do 2 things. First, it fosters immense gratitude for what you currently have. The coffee you're drinking, the roof over your head, the people in your life, they all become more precious when you momentarily contemplate their absence. Second, it builds resilience. By mentally rehearsing adversity, you strip it of its power to shock and paralyze you. You realize that you are stronger and more resourceful than you give yourself credit for. This practice trains your mind to remain steady and focused when real challenges arise, because you've already walked that path in your imagination. It's a vaccine against the panic that shatters discipline. Rule number 3, remember you will die. Memento mori. Of all the Stoic rules, this is the most profound and the most urgent. The ancient Stoics kept human skulls on their desks, not because they were morbid, but to serve as a constant, powerful reminder: your time is finite. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't a call to despair, but a call to action. Procrastination, distraction, and caring about trivial matters all wither in the face of our own mortality. When you truly internalize that your days are numbered, you stop wasting them. You ask yourself the important questions. Is scrolling through this feed how I want to spend my precious, limited time? Is this argument worth a piece of my finite life? Memento mori is the ultimate tool for focus because it clarifies your priorities. It forces you to distinguish between the essential and the non-essential. To practice this, simply pause once a day and reflect on the impermanence of life. This thought doesn't create sadness, it creates urgency and meaning. It fuels the self-discipline needed to pursue what truly matters to you right now. Rule number 4, love your fate. Amor fati. This is perhaps the most challenging and transformative rule. The great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by the Stoics, coined the phrase amor fati, a love of one's fate. It means not just to accept everything that happens in your life, but to embrace it, to love it as if you had chosen it yourself. This includes the hardships, the setbacks, and the pain. When something bad happens, you get rejected, you fail at a project, you face an unexpected obstacle, the undisciplined mind reacts with anger, resentment, and a sense of victimhood. "Why me?" it cries. This emotional turmoil destroys focus. The Stoic, practicing amor fati, sees this event differently. They see it as a necessary part of their path, an opportunity for growth that couldn't have come any other way. The obstacle is not in the way. The obstacle is the way. To apply this, when you face a challenge, instead of resisting it, ask yourself, how can I use this? What can this teach me? How can I turn this into a strength? This mental shift from resistance to acceptance and even love for your circumstances conserves an incredible amount of energy, which can then be redirected toward positive, disciplined, productive action. Rule number 5, practice voluntary discomfort. We live in an age of unprecedented comfort. Our food is delivered, our homes are climate controlled, and we can access endless entertainment without leaving the couch. Seneca warned that a life of constant ease creates weakness. He wrote, "A person who has never been tested by adversity does not know their own strength." To build the iron will of self-discipline, you must intentionally introduce small, manageable doses of discomfort into your life. This could be as simple as taking a cold shower in the morning, fasting for a short period, sleeping on the floor for a night, or intentionally leaving your phone at home when you go for a walk. The goal isn't self-punishment. The goal is to train your mind and body to endure hardship. By willingly choosing discomfort, you are teaching yourself that you can handle it. You are proving to yourself that your cravings for comfort do not control you. Each act of voluntary discomfort is like a workout for your willpower muscle. It makes you mentally tougher, more resilient, and less likely to break your discipline when faced with real, unavoidable life challenges. Rule number 6, see the world from a higher perspective. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world, yet he constantly practiced an exercise called the view from above.
He would imagine himself rising up, looking down upon his city, then his country, then the entire planet, and finally seeing the Earth as a tiny speck in the vastness of the cosmos. From this vantage point, he would see all the people scurrying about, their worries, their conflicts, their ambitions. What is the purpose of this? It's to gain perspective.
From up there, the daily anxieties and frustrations that hijack our focus appear small, almost insignificant. The insult from a coworker, the fear of public speaking, the desire for more possessions, they all shrink in the face of cosmic scale. This exercise breaks the spell of the ego. It reminds you that your personal drama is just one tiny thread in an infinite tapestry. When you feel overwhelmed or distracted by trivialities, practice this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and zoom out. See your problems from orbit. This mental shift creates a sense of calm and clarity, allowing you to return to your tasks with a renewed sense of what is truly important, making it easier to maintain your discipline. Rule number 7. Turn obstacles into opportunities. This builds upon the idea of amor fati, but is more action-oriented. The core Stoic belief is that while we don't control what happens to us, we have absolute control over how we respond. Every obstacle, every setback, can be seen in two ways: as a barrier that stops us, or as a raw material to build something new. A lost job is an opportunity to reevaluate your career path. A harsh criticism is an opportunity to practice humility and learn. A physical injury is an opportunity to develop patience and mental strength. This mindset is the ultimate source of power. Nothing can truly stop you because you can use everything that happens to you as fuel. The disciplined mind doesn't crumble in the face of adversity. It gets curious. It asks, what is the hidden advantage here? To practice this, take a current problem you're facing. Instead of listing all the reasons it's terrible, force yourself to list 3 ways it could be a hidden opportunity or a lesson in disguise. This reframing is not wishful thinking. It is a strategic approach to life that transforms you from a passive victim of circumstances into an active architect of your character and your future. It makes you anti-fragile, stronger because of the challenges you face. And finally, rule number 8. Keep a philosophical journal. This is the practice that ties all the others together. It's no coincidence that one of the greatest Stoic texts we have, the Meditations, was the private journal of Marcus Aurelius. He wasn't writing for an audience, he was writing for himself. He was coaching himself, preparing for the day ahead, and reviewing his actions at night. A journal is a laboratory for your mind. It's where you can practice the dichotomy of control by writing down your worries and sorting them into your 2 circles. It's where you can reflect on memento mori. It's where you can analyze your reactions to obstacles and plan how to respond more wisely next time. Your journaling practice doesn't need to be complicated. At the start of the day, write about the challenges you might face and how you will apply Stoic principles to meet them. At the end of the day, review your actions without harsh judgment. Where did you act in accordance with your values? Where did you let your impulses take over? What can you learn for tomorrow? This daily act of self-reflection is the engine of self-improvement. It builds the self-awareness necessary for true discipline and focus, turning abstract philosophy into a concrete daily practice. These 8 rules are not just ancient ideas. They are a timeless operating system for the human mind. They are a pathway to reclaiming your focus and building the self-discipline required to live a life of purpose and tranquility in a world that wants to pull you in 1,000 different directions. It starts with one rule, one day at a time. It begins with the choice, right now, to focus on what you can control, your next action. By embracing these principles, you are not just managing your time better, you are mastering yourself. You are forging a mind that is clear, resilient, and free. The wisdom of the Stoics has survived for millennia because it works.
Thank you for joining this journey today. If you found value in these rules, please like this video and subscribe for more. Now, a question for you. Of these 8 rules, which one resonates with you the most right now? And what is one small step you will take to practice it this week?